Hey everyone, it's Kristen. So, my last video talking about this issue went a little I didn't think it would take me that long to explain my point. So I cut it off so that if you didn't want to watch all the different covers I showed you, then you didn't have to, and you could just focus on where I talk about variant covers. And so, like we talked about, the variant cover really started with X-Men #1. I mean, there was in 1986, I think Man of Steel, I think is what I said. Um, it had two different covers, but of course, X-Men #1 had 5 different covers because it had the gatefold cover, and then all the individual covers that you could put together also. Um, and this actually was at the time, which was really expensive, $4 compared to 150. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, this one because it has the gatefold and all the I'll just unfold it for you. I have another copy of this, so it's okay. And it also had these on the inside too, which is a cool image. And so that part, like I said, I'm being careful with this, but I do have another one just in case. But a couple of these just because see, yeah, it's a very dramatic cover. Especially the fold out gatefold thing. So yeah, I never noticed that this was $4 as opposed to 150 like these. So yeah. I mean, of course, like I said, they have, all these individual ones, like this cover, with this background, etc. So anyway, my question that I posed in the other video, which I got sidetracked by showing you all the different ways that, comic book covers grab you, is does the variant comic book cover, does that hurt the comic book industry or does it help it? Um, I'm not sure. I think that the comic book industry kind of knows that a lot of the people that collect variant covers aren't necessarily going to collect the whole series. Like they might just want the cover because now these covers are being done by all these different artists who are really super talented and a lot of them well known. So and have quite a following. So I feel like maybe the comic book industry knows that okay, not everyone's going to buy the whole series just because they like this one cover, but still they still bought this one cover when they might not have bought this issue at all without this cover. So I don't know. I'm conflicted because like I said, the X-Men 1, even though according to the Guinness Book of World Records in 2010, I don't know if this is still true. I haven't looked it up since then. Or I mean, I didn't see anything on more recent tallies. It said it was the X-Men 1 was the best-selling comic book of all time because of the variant covers, because everyone bought all the covers because they wanted all the covers. Or everyone bought 5 issues because they wanted all the covers. And so publishers made the mistake of thinking, okay, well, we sold 5 million copies, so we have 5 million readers. So the next issues, they printed 5 million of them, and they didn't have 5 million readers to buy those 5 million issues. So anyway, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it really, hurts the comic book industry or helps it at this point. So some of my variant covers, I don't have that many because, like I said, I mostly get them from friends and family who see covers and they're like, hey, I think you need this. Excuse my reach. So, for example, this one, and it says on here, see, it'll say variant edition. So this one, of course, it's Rogue. So a friend was like, I think you need this one. I saw it and I thought of you. And a couple other ones too. Like the Black Cat, I always thought she was a cool character. And again, these say variant editions. So, I mean, I have run across some collectors who try to collect every single variant of one of issues. And because I mean, they really like that character, or they really like all the variants that are produced, the variant covers. So yeah, but at the same time, not everyone is like that. I mean, you know, comic books are expensive now. I mean, baseline for comic books is like, I think like $4 or something. Holy cow! This on the back says it was $15. I don't know if that's how much my friend actually paid for it. I hope not, because I feel bad now. But yeah, so I don't know, like the just because it's a variant cover, base price is $1 more. And then you can, like, depending on supply and demand, you can jack up the price even more just for like, a single comic book. So I don't know. I don't know if at some point collectors are gonna be like, bands are gonna be like, that's it, I'm done. I'm tired of them putting out these issues that I want and then jacking the price up to where it's like 5 times the original amount of a comic book. So I don't know. I mean, like I said, let me know in the comments. What do you think? Like, what do you think is going to happen? Will like the bubble burst on the variant comic book industry? Will that like really hurt it? I mean, are people just going to be like, forget it, I'm going to go digital? Because I know quite a few people have said that they don't buy comic books anymore. They just read online because they're not, of the collector's mindset where they want like the physical issue and they want that variant cover. Because there's plenty of people like that, which that's fine. I'm kind of in between. I'm definitely a collector, but at the same time, I don't collect everything because I don't have the resources or the means to collect everything. But I know what I like, and if I see it, then I want it. That sort of thing. So and I got these. Let's see. For Christmas. Ugh. These are the actual, like, people were talking about having comic books slabbed, and I'm like, I don't know what that means. So I figured out that's what this means. Is they have them slabbed, like have them graded by the comic book, company, whoever they go through. Because I've never done this before. Like I said, I got this as a Christmas gift from my family, which I think they're really cool, and they're variant editions, and they're signed by um, J. Scott Campbell, and it has like where saying the date and everything, so that that they're authentic. Which and these covers connect together, even though they're of two different X-Men series. Sorry, it's hot. Like I said, I have the fan at least, but I don't have air conditioning because I have to turn it off, so it's really hot. So I'm sorry if it looks like I'm glowing because and my hair is expanding and getting like curlier and poopier and just yeah, it's because it's hot. Like this room, I don't know why, but it's like in the corner of the house, and for some reason it's the hottest and the coldest. Like every house, I think, or every place has that one room that's like the hottest or the coldest, depending on what time of the year it is. So I mean, yeah. So anyway, like these are my first slabbed editions. Like I said, I didn't know what that term meant. Yeah, obviously, I mean, shocker, I know. It seems like I know everything. I definitely don't. But yeah, these are my first slabbed editions. I got them, as a Christmas gift. And they're both variant covers. And it says they're, yeah, jscottcampbell.com exclusive. So some of these covers, yeah, are like, exclusive to a different Comic-Con or a different um, comic book store. Let me find the ones where I saw that on the back. Sorry. Let's see. Oh, let's go with these because this is a good example. Like I said, I don't have a ton of variant issues because I don't, purposely go out and find variant issues. But like for example, my friend, like I said, my friends and family, they'll see issues then and they'll say, I think you need these. So I appreciate that. I appreciate them thinking of me. So for example, like the Superman Son of Kal-El, like on the back it says variant cover. Like I said, I like that they're now doing more where they put the barcode and stuff on the back so you can still, so you can display it and it's not, and the artwork isn't interrupted by the barcode. Um, and yeah, on the back it says variant cover and it's $5. And you have this one, which I think is the original, is like the base version, I will say, because it's $3.99. And so you can see, even as something as simple as doing this and then doing it like this can be considered a variant cover. And this one, let's see, yeah, this one says variant cover also. Again, $4.99. And this one, I mean, I think it's really cool. I really like it. And another one, like these are all, Son of Kal-El #1. And this one on the back says exclusive Jock variant cover presented by New York Comic Con. So this is only, New York Comic Con, made this variant cover possible. And then there's another one. I don't know how many variant covers this one has, but this is how many. 1, 2. I have 6 of these. I have 6 of these. So the original and then 5 variants. Oh, and this one, I guess this isn't a variant. This is says it's a second printing, so that one doesn't count. But I mean, again, different cover. I don't know if you want to collect all the covers, if you're one of those mindset people, but it's actually, it's still a cool cover, even though it's second printing. But I mean, you know, anyway, and then like this one says, see, it says, I don't know if you can read it, but Metropolis Comic Con 2021, which is really cool. And that makes me think of how, because of COVID, Comic Cons were shut down for a couple years, and that's kind of sad. I'm glad that they're back though. So, and then on the back it says this is exclusive variant cover is presented by Comic Kingdom of Canada. So I guess a retail store like is responsible for this specific variant cover. So, I mean, like I said, there are stores that have their own variant covers, Comic Cons. Let's see. And then there was one other one, like I was going to show you. I don't know. I think the first one has the most, probably the first issue of something has the most variant covers because I have, 2 and 3, and they don't have as many variant covers. They only have like, well, I have the original and then just a variant cover. Let's see. I think this one. Yeah, this one has like 7, which, like I said, my friends are like, just, hey, do you want all these? I'm like, sure. So, and this says, variant cover. It's the Joker, issue 8. It's a very dramatic cover, especially for the Joker, because you're like, who's that on the cover? And then this one, yeah, I think, yeah, you can, even if it doesn't say variant cover, I think you can tell that they're variant covers because they're more expensive. Like these are all $5.99. It's some of them will say variant cover by and then the artist. And some of them, won't say that. They'll just say, um, you know, and then this one also Joker 8. So, I mean, it just, variant covers are like a crazy business now. Like and they can be so different from each other. Like for example, because of all the different art styles and different artists. For example, this is the same issue. Flash 773. But these two look nothing like each other, like at all. Like you would never think that they're the same story, like at all. But I guess that's what is appealing also about variant covers is they can appeal to different audiences. Like for example, this one I think is I think this is the original cover. And then here's the variant. So this one makes sense. Like they're still similar. They have the same characters on the cover. And then you get to this one and you're like, well, that one looks nothing like this one. So anyway, like I said, um, variant covers just seem to be a huge business. And um, like this one, I think was one of my favorite variant covers, just because I thought it was cute. Cute picture of Lois and Clark, and then this is like the original cover. So, I mean, if I saw this, I would definitely want to pick it up because I like the cover. So yeah, it works. Like variant covers definitely can work and do work. Like they grab people's attention and they get them to buy something they wouldn't normally buy. But like I said, my question is that sustainable? Is that something that the comic book industry can count on? Or is everyone just going to get tired of variant covers and be like, well, I can't collect all these variant covers. Like, I give up. Because, the variant covers, like I said, are $1 more at least. Like I said, that one of my friends got me on the back, I didn't even notice it said, $15, the sticker. So obviously, whoever sold it marked it way up because it was a variant cover and therefore harder to find and therefore, supply and demand. So yeah, my question is, are fans going to get tired of variant covers? Is that something that's actually, or is that something that's actually sustainable? Does it actually help, the comic book industry? Because, people that wouldn't normally buy comic books, they buy it because of the variant cover, because of the artists that they like, or they don't particularly read a series like The Flash or Superman or X-Men, but they know an artist that they really like has done a variant cover of that one particular issue. So do they buy it because, hey, I love this artist and look, he did this cover and I really like it, so I'm going to buy it? So yeah, I thought when I got my Allure magazine and they said, hey, here's a copy of Vanity Fair because we're going digital. We're no longer printing. So just a thought I had, like, will the comic books industry survive the next, 15, 20 plus however many years? Like, I mean, or will they just, like Marvel, DC, will they just focus more on just movies and, merchandise instead? So, because I know there's a whole lot of toy collectors too that buy like all the action figures. There's like whole groups I found dedicated to that, which I think is really cool. Like I didn't know about that. I wish I had known about that when I first started collecting action figures again, because then they could have told me, hey, this one's coming out. And then I would have known, and then I could have gotten it instead of just missing out. So, I mean, yeah, who knows? Like, it feels like to me most of the comic book groups are like DC Marvel groups are more focused on like things outside of comic books, I will say. I guess because there's a whole lot of fans of Marvel and DC, but not everyone reads the comic books, which, that's fine. You can be a fan of like Marvel and DC, just watch the movies or like the merchandise. That's not a problem. But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I'm sorry. Let me shut up now. But just let me know in the comments, like, what do you think about what I've said? Do you think, yeah, that's true? Do you think it hurts the industry? Do you think it helps it? Do you collect variant covers? Do you have like a favorite variant cover? Is there a reason you collect variant covers? Yeah, just let me know. Like, I love to hear from you guys. Like, anytime, like, I get a comment, like, I get excited, and then I reply to that. And actually, it's so funny because one of my friends that I have now, I actually met through the comment section. Yeah, because they kept messaging me or we messaged back and forth on my one of my videos, and yeah, and then we became friends. So that's pretty cool. Like, so because of that, yeah, I made this really good friend. So yeah, so I'd love to hear from you guys, and please, like, if you liked my videos, please subscribe. Like, that makes my day when it tells me I have a new subscriber. Um, and and I appreciate all of you who watch like my videos, like the whole thing, because I know sometimes I tend to like run on, and I appreciate that. Oh, and I just want to say before I end this video, I am working on something like really big, like, and I'm really excited about it, and I hope you guys really like it. I mean, it just like I'm really excited about it, and yeah. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to tell you too much, but it's I think it's really cool. But I mean, you guys might not think so, but I think it's really cool. But it's something pretty big. So I hope you will join me in the future so you can find out what that is, and I hope you will join me for in the future for more videos too. So until next time, bye.